Lock that does nothing. I don't know. I don't think that was worth $1 million. Where they would push a vehicle off this point into the reservoir? No idea. Good for energy on a bike and a cowboy. Happy Friday, everyone. Okay, we're getting ready to leave the wall, unfortunately. I feel like I'm leaving as a different person than the person that arrived here. I really do. So I'm sad to leave, but our journey must move on. So we're gonna make a few stops as usual. I'm gonna refill propane because we used a lot on this trip. Accidentally left my oven on for 3 hours at 500 degrees and then left the water heater on all night. Probably not the best. But we're heading to Wyoming and I'm excited to see what that has to offer. So stay tuned and let's hit the road. We're at Walmart, Rapid City, South Dakota. Gonna get some groceries and then be back on the road. Here. I've driven around the campsite twice trying to find a dump station. Eventually found it because I looked it up. I think we came in the wrong entrance, but that's okay because the entrance that we came in offered some absolutely spectacular views. It looks like they don't have showers. Don't know how that happened, but I guess I'll just shower in the RV, whatever. Did it for 3 nights last week, so I can do it again. All right, good morning from Guernsey State Park in Wyoming. The park is nice. We're right on a beach. There's vault toilets, which are wonderful, and no showers. There's a coin-operated shower at the park entrance, which is about 3 miles away. So I guess if I really wanted to, I could walk 3 miles and then shower and then walk back. All right, let's check out this vault toilet. It's got a trough and a stall and a lock that does nothing. You all know how much I love vault toilets, but I mean the park is beautiful, and I went for a run earlier and ran up to one of the overlooks here, and it was spectacular. So I can't wait to take you guys there tomorrow. I'm at Brimmer Point, which is a spectacular overlook. Quite the hike to get here. It took me about an hour. Apparently there was a carnival where they would push a vehicle off this point into the reservoir. No idea. But anyway, we have to walk all the way back down there to get back to the campground. So, catch you when we get there. So, just walking beans this morning. We basically have the whole campground to ourselves, which is pretty cool. I don't know if it's just because of the season or maybe this campground is not all that popular, but it's really nice. Seeing nobody, hearing nobody. So I'm enjoying myself. Bean has found a new spot to lay. Bean. Today we're making Cowboy Cookies, which are basically just an upgraded oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. And it's said that cowboys would carry them around in their saddlebags as a high energy snack. So let's get started. We're gonna start by browning some butter. Brown it up. So in this bowl I have some brown sugar and white sugar, and I'm gonna add the butter that we browned earlier, and then we're gonna cream it together. Oh, that smells so good. All right, next we're gonna add the eggs and the vanilla. Now I'm gonna mix the dry ingredients into the wet. This would normally be when I would add the chocolate chips in. However, I think what I want to do is make half chocolate chip so that the recipe is authentic and half raisin. Now, I'm the type of guy that was always disappointed when I bit into what I thought was an oatmeal raisin cookie to find out it was an oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. So, that probably explains a lot about me, but I would be remiss if I didn't do this recipe with raisins in it. So, I'm gonna do that. It smells so good. I am really looking forward to trying these. Now I'm gonna separate them out. That seems kind of like half. And then we'll do chocolate chips in one and raisins in the other. Ball. Let's give these cowboy cookies a taste. So this is the one with chocolate chips. So let's give that one a try first. It almost reminds me of like a Cliff Bar, I guess because of the oatmeal and the chocolate chips. I'm not getting too much of like the brown butter flavor. They're good. I bet these are better though. Yeah. But then is it really a cowboy cookie? It's kind of just like an amped up oatmeal raisin cookie. But really good. You should make these. Because I'm going to devour them. So I'm on a search for some castle, and I just rode my bike up here. But I came across this part where I can see the road that we took coming in. It's actually right behind me, and the view from here is just spectacular. I mean, it's crazy and it's so quiet. I'm literally the only person here. So it's pretty epic, and I'm standing right on the edge. This is just unbelievable. So peaceful. All right, so behind me is the castle. I was expecting something a little bit more grandiose, but it's just apparently like a picnic shelter. Kind of disappointing, but let's see what the view from the top of it is. I don't think that was worth $1 million. So I'm walking Mr. Bean's. It's Friday afternoon. The campground host came to my site earlier this morning and we were chatting, and I was asking him if it was always this empty, because literally right now I'm the only RV in this campground. And he said, well, we drained the lake on July 4th and around this time of the year, so I guess no one wants to come here when the lake is drained. And there's these warnings about a toxic algae in the water. So Beans wants to go in the water, but he's not going to because he'd get super sick. And yeah, he was an interesting fella, to say the least. But yeah, happy Friday, everyone. All right, it's Saturday morning, so it's time to explore. Today I'm going to hit up the museum that's at the park here, and then I'm going to go to the Guernsey Ruts, which are part of the Oregon Trail, and then Register Cliff. It was a landmark so that people who were on the Oregon Trail knew that they were on the right path going west, and they used to write their names on the cliff apparently. So I'm really excited to see all of it, so let's get ready and go. So here is the shower house. I don't know if you can tell by how hard I'm breathing, but it was quite the bike ride to get to the shower house. So yeah, I don't think it would be worth coming out here to shower. It also took me 20 minutes to get here, and it says I've done 3.6 miles. The shower house is here, and my campsite is here. Yeah, quite the hike. Anyway, I'm almost at the museum, and then hopefully the roads getting to my next destinations are going to be a little bit easier. The hills here are insane. It's crazy. Well, that was kind of cool. Learned a little bit about the history of the park. And now I'm on to the Guernsey Ruts and then Register Cliff.
it's coming to take me away. Can hear that horse riding down that plain, and Lord, it's coming to take my name. Lord, it's coming to take my name. Dreaming of places, wide open spaces. I've been suffocating here too long. I can't afford ya, California. I'll get to you sometime. Way down that line. Way down that line.
The amount of names that are carved into this is just incredible. I don't know how recent some of them are. I'm sure more recent than the actual Oregon Trail. I guess sandstone is really soft, so that's why it's easy to carve your name in it. That's why it's easy for the wagons to carve ruts in it. Yeah, it's just, this is a really cool place. Cowboy Cookies, good for energy on a bike and a cowboy. Cowboy Cookies, good for energy for a bike ride and for on a saddle. Cowboy Cookies, good energy for a horse saddle and a bike saddle. Cowboy Cookies, good energy for a horse and a bike saddle. And the best part, I have the whole place to myself. It's kind of crazy because I was talking to the lady at the museum and she said Memorial Day weekend, which was only 2 weekends ago, it was completely packed. Now it's empty. And the weather's still beautiful, so kind of crazy. All right, I have a long bike ride back, so see you when we get there. So I'm back at what I'm calling Reflection Point. And it just astounds me how quiet and peaceful this is. It's just a great place to think and reflect on everything that's going on. Glad I found it. It almost makes me kind of want to come back here at some point. This place is kind of cool. But definitely come after Labor Day, because I heard it's crazy during the summer. And it has been so peaceful here. With the limited number of people that have been here, it's just been incredible. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to reflecting. All right, that's enough fun for one episode. Subscribe so you can see where our adventure takes us next. But until then, stay excellent.